Villarreal taking on Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal first leg. Bayern Munich, when they play with 12 players on the pitch, apparently they're very good. Yes, a mishap at the weekend with Bayern Munich. They played for 12 seconds with 12 players on the pitch. Certainly not good preparation, Jimmy Conrad, going into this game against Villarreal for the German champions.
No, probably not great preparation, but they did have a big 4-1 win against Freiburg, regardless of that 12 seconds where they tried to take an even bigger advantage, even though they're the best team in the Bundesliga. And speaking of Bayern, they're so good. And why I like them in this particular matchup is because before the international break, they scored 4 goals in their last domestic game in the Bundesliga. Coming out of the international break, they scored 4 goals against the Freiburg team, who is 5th in the table in the Bundesliga and playing very, very well. And they just look like they're flowing. My big issue for them is on the defensive side of the ball. Who's going to step up and play center back in a way that's more locked down, that doesn't show all the vulnerabilities that we've seen in the past? Now, they got Manuel Neuer between the sticks. That obviously makes a big difference, but I just don't see Villarreal slowing them down, despite the fact this is the farthest that Unai Emery, the manager of Villarreal, has ever gotten in the Champions League. The guy dominates the Europa League, but the Champions League, this is as far as he's ever gotten. And another surprising fun fact, I'd say, is that Villarreal's had 4 home games in the Champions League, and they've only won 1, which I found to be quite interesting. But with Gerard Moreno, Danjuma up top, you got Yeremy Pino, who's one of the best young players in all of Spain. You got Dani Parejo pulling the strings from a deep-lying playmaker spot. I wouldn't sleep against the Yellow Submarine getting the result at home, but it's going to be very hard to slow down Robert Lewandowski and everybody else that's wearing red.
I totally agree, Jimmy. Even though that I liked the Villarreal and what they were doing just before to arrive to this stage. But it's true that they are running out of steam. You can see that the rotations are not working. Gerard Moreno is back on the team. But with him and Danjuma the weekend, they only put 2 shots on target on the loose against Levante, one of the teams they are fighting to get out of the relegation spots in La Liga. Villarreal is a team that likes to have the ball. They have patience. They know how to suffer in certain circumstances. We've seen it during the whole Champions League. But definitely at the moment, I don't see them with enough power to try to get a result. When they play against teams with a lot of intensity, when they put the rhythm on the game very high, they struggle. They have a lot of problems. And you go in the other side when you see a Bayern in full flow, recovering players like Goretzka, that is one of the most important players, in my opinion, in the middle of the park. He's been out for quite a while, and now he's giving, once again, those fantastic runs from outside, from the second line inside the box. If you add to that Gnabry, Coman, Lewandowski, Muller, you start the naming players, you got just too much. So I think in this occasion, even though that I like very much Unai Emery, what he's been building, they are struggling, and probably they are going to suffer until the rest of the season, not even being out of the Champions League, but also in La Liga, where they are not even arriving to Europa League positions.
I expected more of a fight from Luis Garcia when it came up to a Spanish team against the German opposition in Bayern Munich. But I will jump on board Lucho Garcia, and I agree with you. Even though Villarreal are undefeated in the last 9 games across all competitions at home, they're not necessarily in good form. And you really have made that clear that they're struggling. They're sort of running out of gas. They're running out of ideas. Even though Gerard Moreno is back and looking like he could be healthy, and certainly that rest might have helped him, I still think Bayern Munich have just got simply too much. Now, Bayern Munich have got room for improvement. There is no doubt about it. Lewandowski's 12 goals in the Champions League has been brilliant, but they could have done so much better in that first leg against Salzburg last time out. They made up for it in the second leg with an emphatic victory, scoring 7 goals. But I think that the team that they have, especially as Lucho just touched upon it there, Goretzka's coming back alongside Joshua Kimmich, top-class midfield. Then the attacking players that are supporting Lewandowski is, in my opinion, world-class. The worry for me and the concern for me is defensively. Even though you have Neuer in between the sticks, defensively, Bayern are still vulnerable. So Villarreal could get a goal, and at home, they may have an opportunity of getting a result, but over the 2 legs, I don't give them any chance. Maybe I'll take it back. Bayern to win it all the way! They're even going to win in that first leg. Let's go!